There are 3 reasons why we're making this video. Firstly, the Vancouver Canucks play off against the Vegas Golden Knights later tonight. This will be a battle for the first place spot in the Pacific Division. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss out on most of this game because I do have ball hockey that interferes right at the same time the game will go on. So I may have to record a post-game vlog from the car depending on what happens if I'm able to get home in time. I'm not gonna have any immediate access to what goes on in the game. I'll just be reading the stats and looking at the goals, reacting to some of the ideas out there. Secondly, the reason we're making this video is because this is a legitimately great story. We have ourselves a guy who is one of the best in the NHL, he has revitalized his career, and all of a sudden, that dollar amount, that cap hit, it's looking so much better. Thirdly, the reason we're making this video is because I wanted to have some fun with the thumbnail. Yeah. You're welcome. So today we are talking about Vancouver Canucks forward Brock Boeser and how he pretty much went Super Saiyan on the league. Big shout out over to Riot Survivor K-Mad on Twitter, who went out there and had the little comment. He said that Brock went Super Saiyan. I liked it a lot. I wanted to roll with this idea because, of course, I mean, the guy's a blonde, Prince Charming looking guy, so this definitely does fit. But Brock Boeser in this season's worth of NHL play has 26 points in 23 games played. He is on pace for 93 points, which would be a career high, shattering his current high of 56 points in 69 games played. He also has 17 goals on the year, which puts him on pace for about 61. It's interesting because he had 18 goals all of last season in 74 total games. Brock, with his 4 goals in his most recent 2 games, is just 1 away from that. It's so odd because the way that Brock Boeser has transformed from the on-the-rush sniper like he was in his rookie year to what he is this season, which is just an all-around versatile net front presence who can put the puck in on rebounds, snipe the puck when necessary, one-time a bomb or two when he needs to, and just be an overall versatile option. It's night and day. And you could say, oh, it's been 7 years since Brock Boeser initially made his debut with the team, and yeah, that's true. There's definitely a lot that has improved over the past near decade. But at the same time, I feel like this is such a new, reinvigorated way that Boeser has approached the game of hockey that, considering where things were a year ago, when he was slumping, not scoring any goals, there was a trade request on the table, to where things have gone today, I mean, look, Brock Boeser is literally first place in the NHL in goals with 17 on the year. Nikita Kucherov and Sam Reinhart are tied for second with 15. Boeser has, what is that, the best goals per game amongst everybody? I mean, okay, we could do the math here. Austin Matthews has 14 goals in 20 games, so that's 3 fewer games. Brock Boeser has a slightly higher goals per game than him. Everybody else, I mean, 23 games played, 21 games played. Brock has the best goals per game out of everybody who is near the top of this list. And that's kind of incredible. Now, sure, you could say, hey, the guy has 9 assists on the year. 17 goals and 9 assists may not be the most projectable number into the long-term future, but still, Boeser has been maintaining this pace for a while now. Sure, he was on pace for 69 goals earlier in the year. He kind of stopped scoring a little bit and is now down to a 61-goal pace, but still, first in the NHL, you cannot go out there and deny. Even JFresh went out there and said this on Twitter: I think Brock Boeser will score 50 goals this season. Buddy leads the NHL in expected goals this season, and not just goals. He's money. And how can you not love to see it? Here's the thing with Brock Boeser. What was the game that everybody was talking about? Was it Seattle where he had 0 goals? I believe that was the game where Brock Boeser just had chance after chance after chance and just could not bury one. But in regards to how he's getting these opportunities and what's coming to him, what's being served on his plate, this is a guy who is not only executing on a good chunk of his plays, but is being gifted some of the best scoring opportunities and forcing his hand at making those happen in the NHL. He has been a force. And we had ourselves an article going out there talking about why everything has changed. Here's an article by Daniel Wagner on VancouverisAwesome.com talking about what Brock Boeser is doing differently to lead this season in goals. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go ahead and read this entire piece, but This was the excerpt of the article that was posted by KMAD, which is where he said the Super Saiyan tweet. I like it a lot, which is why I'm still rolling with it. There are a lot of reasons why Brock Boeser is finding success early in the year. One element is his preparation, both during the offseason and on a daily basis. He skipped his usual routine of playing pond hockey in Minnesota's Beauty League this offseason to focus more on his conditioning. I didn't feel like it was benefiting me, Boeser said to the Canucks' Lindsey Horsting. I have to miss my morning skates with a lot of NHL guys in order to play in the Beauty League. And here's the thing about that Beauty League that we would talk about every single year. Sure, it was nice to see Boeser go out there and lead the league in goals and do all these crazy things, but if you watched the play that was going on there, you could see that a lot of these players were not really taking it seriously. Like, the pace was low, the shots were kind of going from everywhere, the forechecking was non-existent. I don't want to trash too hard on the Beauty League because of course they do it for charity, it's a great cause, and Brock Boeser has been very much a contributing part to the league's success. But when it comes to being a productive use of time for a pro athlete who wants to get better next year, you could very well say that the Beauty League doesn't really do much in that respect. Instead, Brock Boeser hired a new trainer, Tommy Powers, who is a conditioning consultant with the Arizona Coyotes when Rick Tocchet was the head coach. The two worked together to improve his speed and agility. It was something the Canucks and I talked about towards the end of the year. To switch it up, and I worked with a new trainer. More agility, more turf stuff. It was a good summer of training, and I'm just glad the hard work paid off so far. And I'll agree with that assessment here. Brock Boeser looks so much quicker, more agile this season. Sure, he's not like Connor McDavid going around everybody, but just putting himself in the right positions, winning board battles, positioning himself in front of the net to get rebounds and cross-crease chances. He has been very agile. And it's in a low-key way that you watch him on the ice and you say, oh, there you go, great play. Hey, it's Brock Boeser who scored again. Nice. He always seems to be at the right place at the right time. He moves around so well. On top of that off-season work, Brock Boeser started to wear a sleep monitor to ensure that he was getting the rest necessary each night and use that data to adjust his daily routine. As I got older, I started to go to sleep earlier with more responsibilities. I'm not a young kid who's staying up as late anymore. I think it's really important. And yeah, sleep is really important. I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking directly to you that, hey, I could probably guarantee you're not getting enough sleep. Most people aren't nowadays. Hell, I was up at 5:30 a.m. making the Patrick Kane signed with Detroit video a few nights ago. So we all kind of understand that sleep deprivation and all that, it's a real thing. But for pro athletes, the difference between 6 and 8 hours of sleep could be the difference between you losing a board battle or you not having the proper conditioning to catch up to a breakaway the opposing way. Like, small differences like this make a huge difference, and for Brock Boeser, it seems like everything that he's been doing has been pushing him in that right direction. Pushing him to becoming the best goal scorer in the NHL right now, leading the entire league at the quarter-way mark of the year. Even if you just do the math, 17 multiplied out by 4, he's on pace for 68 goals if you do it like that. Of course, the games played and everything is a little bit different, but still. Brock Boeser is one of the top goal scorers in the NHL. He has gone Super Saiyan on this league, and he is in contention for legitimately winning that Rocket Richard. Jay Fresh thinks that Boeser is going to get 50, and I mean, look, the Canucks have not had a 50-goal scorer since Pavel Bure in the freaking 90s, so if Boeser were to go out there and do that, it would have been a long time coming, but I think a lot of people would be open to this, especially considering, like, if you took a time machine back to 2017-18 when Boeser was a rookie and he got 29 goals in his rookie season, if you had asked Canucks fans then, hey, do you think Brock Boeser could score 50 goals one day? I think a lot of fans would have been like, yeah, okay, it's possible, like, everything needs to go right, but it's possible when it comes to the on-the-rush style, the sniper, just beating goalies left, right, and center from the hash marks, from the face-off circle. Yeah, it's possible for him to get 50, but I don't think a lot of people would have said it was guaranteed. This season, though, Boeser has opened up an entirely new ability to score goals that doesn't rely on just being able to walk in and snipe it on the rush, whatever. Like, he is a versatile scorer. He's scoring from everywhere. And that's a lot more projectable. Sure, his shooting percentage is really darn high, but he's leading the league in expected goals for as well as regular goals. So this is a player who's doing everything right. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Brock Boeser going Super Saiyan on the NHL this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. SAIYAN, and bye.